Welcome back. This is Breezing Through, and I'm Emily. So this is the next part in working on my son's room. If you have not caught up yet, there are, I think, 6 other parts so far. I'm building him an epic room. I've done the bed, the slide platform and reading nook, the bridge between the bed and the slide platform, the railing, the loft above the bed, and today I'm doing the rope ladder. So I wasn't planning on doing a video about this. This was just going to go into the video of like the fun little final touches that I'm going to be adding. But the problem was I kept looking for something to put in this spot. And this spot was not in the original plan. So when I was building the slide platform, my son specifically, but both kids loved jumping off that and having us catch them. And so talking to my husband, we decided that it was best to add a spot like in the middle of the bridge for the kids to jump off of. Well, I wanted to add an additional way for them to get up because there's space for that. So I have these 2 posts that I put in. If you've seen the videos about the bridge and the railings, you've seen that. So I've been sitting on this for a while. I've been looking, I ordered something and it came and it was too wide because this is only 24 inches wide. Most rope ladders are 30 at a minimum. And so that was gonna be hard. And I ordered one thinking that I could modify it a little bit. I was wrong. So after a lot of back and forth, I finally decided to just make my own because it can't be that hard. And that way I get exactly what I want. So I went and I found this rope and I got 50 feet of it. I was planning on, I measured out how much I thought I would need. It was about 25 feet. And I was like, this is really inexpensive, like the rope was. And so I doubled it so that I would have enough just in case. And I was right. I have way less than half left over. So that was good. I do have rope left over and I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do with that. But I'll figure something out. So I'm going to show you how to do this rope ladder. It's super easy, especially with having the structure, like having the 2 pillars and the top piece along to secure everything to. I wanted this to be more taut than you see most rope ladders. And so there's a lot that went into that. So I'm going to show you how I did this, all of the pieces that I used. It's really simple actually. So let's go ahead and get started. As a reminder, this is where the rope ladder is going to go. So first I measured where I was going to put the 2 sections of long rope at the top of this spot. Luckily it was really easy and I just did 8 inches from the post towards the inside, and then I drilled holes at those 8-inch marks and made sure that they went all the way through this 2x4 here because I want the rope to be tied in a knot at the very top so that it's secure. I drilled holes that were just slightly smaller than the diameter of the rope that I'm using. So I used this push pin to push through the rope so that I could pull it through each hole fairly easily. I was able to push the rope through. I did have to use a screwdriver to help force the rope through a little bit, and then I used pliers / needle nose pliers to get a grip onto the pin, and then I was able to pull the rope through. Once it was through and I had a good grip on it, I was able to pull the rest of the rope through the hole. And to start off at the top, I actually put the rope through the attachment pieces that I bought. I bought 30 of these. Not quite sure knowing how many I would need and how I was going to do this, but you'll see in the end I actually end up just tying a knot instead. Once I had this figured out for the first hole, the second hole was a lot easier. I then took the 2 ropes and measured them all the way down to the floor, and then gave myself about 2 feet of excess to make sure I had plenty of rope to work with. On the support post, I marked every 5 inches. Going down on the sides, I ended up going every 10 inches, but I did do the very top rope step as 5 inches from the top, so it actually worked out. I did that first step before drilling the holes for the rest of them. I was able to pull the rope through, tying a knot on the outside to keep it secure, and then I put the fasteners for the rope through the rope before then threading it through the other side. I decided that I was going to fasten all of the fasteners and screw those together after I had assembled the whole rope ladder. I then tied a knot on the outside on the other end to secure it on the outside again, and then I cut off the rope so that I could do it again on the next set. I repeated this process all the way down every 10 inches. I did realize that at the very bottom that I had accidentally drilled a hole at 15 inches instead of 10, and so I needed to add add an additional hole. I will go back and fill in those 2 holes in the posts that I didn't use when I do all of the finish work for the entire room. There were a few times that I needed to cut the very end of the rope that I was pushing through the holes because it was getting frayed, or I had just bunched it up too much and it was too hard to get through the holes. So I would cut it off, and then using a lighter, I burnt the ends so that they wouldn't fray anymore. And then I was able to reinsert the hook that I was using to pull it through the holes. There were a few times that I did have to widen the holes with my drill bit again, just because they were just a little too tight, or there might have been like a little blockage in the hole. So I feel like all in, this took me about 2 hours to do with all of the adjusting and threading through, and because I'd never done this before, so there was a learning curve for me. Once I got to the very bottom, I did the exact same thing I'd been doing previously. I just left a little bit of rope at the bottom to make sure that I had space to tie it off when I was done. Since I had finished putting everything through the pieces that secure the rope, I then used the screws and screwed those in, and those keep the rope from moving at all, which is really nice. And then at the very bottom, again, I said I had that extra bit of rope, so once I had secured the attachment to hold the rope together, I then tied a knot at the bottom, so it definitely wasn't going anywhere. I did go through and use the lighter and burnt all of the frayed ends from where I had previously cut, just to make sure that nothing was going to fray or come apart, and it really made everything come together and look finished, but it's also going to make sure everything stays more secure. I'm actually really glad I did this way instead of getting something and trying to make it fit, because this way I got a custom rope ladder that is exactly the color that I wanted it to be. It's exactly the size I wanted it to be, and it just looks more cohesive this way. This is the final product. This is how it looks with the rest of the space, and I'm really happy with it. So what do you think? I love it. I love that it's yellow and it matches the bridge and the pillars. Like, it just is more cohesive than I couldn't find a yellow climbing rope ladder that would fit, and so this was perfect. I did obviously have some issues with getting the rope through the holes, and if you picked up on it, I drilled an extra hole. It was not intentional. I messed that up, and I will fill that because I did it on both pillars. I will fill that when I do all the finish work on the entire thing, but for now I'm leaving it. I'm just finding that, like, anytime I would have done finish work, I go back and I do something that would mess up the finish work. So like when I was doing the rope ladder, if I had already caulked and wood filled all of the screws for underneath the bridge, I wouldn't have been able to get to that, like underneath the bridge, pull up the plywood and vacuum out and then drill through. So it just has worked better that way, to wait until the very end. And that way also I'm finding like flaws in the wood that I'm going to cover up, and I just like it better this way. So I have another kind of mini project for his room for next week. So come back for that. I'm super excited to show you what that is. And then hopefully I can get started on all the little like extra things I'm going to add. Like, obviously there's the rope ladder, but there are other little like fun things that I'm adding to his room. And then I can do the trim and all the finish work, which is going to take a while. So like I said, this project is going to take me through into 2026, because if you haven't caught on yet, I still have to build a Murphy bed on the other side of the room. His room's not done. It's going to be a while. So if you're interested in watching that, make sure you like and subscribe so you can see the rest of those videos in your feed. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.